After that insane debut of Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, I've got 10 speculation books that you are definitely going to want to add to your investment list. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It Comics. As always, I am your gracious host, C3. Well, listen, we're going to jump right into this speculation list. I've got 10 books that you're definitely going to want to add to your investment catalog. So I hope everybody saw that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer last night. And I am super excited. Like, I'm just flabbergasted and I'm excited. So I thought we put together a list at the recommendation of you guys in the comment section and all of our supporters. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, let's dive right on in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely ring the bell. So every time I do a video like this, you guys will get the notification. All right, let's do it. So coming in at number 10, I know that I told you guys I would double back and check on these books and see what the numbers were doing because they didn't do so well on the secondary market on release date. And I'm talking about Avengers issue number 53, and it was published by Marvel. And I'm talking about that Joshua Sway BHM Miles Morales variant, that Black History Month Miles Morales variant. It was released on February 9th, 2022. The last recorded sale for a raw copy in this book was on February 12th, 2022, where it sold for $24.99. All right, current sales on this book are up 7.05%. So we are starting to see a little better movement with this book. Like I said before, I was a little concerned that this book had not taken off the way a lot of us thought it would, but I'm actually glad to see that there is some movement behind it. It seems like prices are starting to come down a little bit and people are willing to go after this book. So it says the average sale for a graded copy, we don't have any of that data yet because this is a new release. But the average sale for a raw copy now is about $27.90. All right. So there's been about 67 copies of this book that has been sold so far on the secondary market, and the highest known sale for this book in a raw copy was $39.43. And that was back on February 10th, 2022. So like I said, I am happy to see that this Joshua Sway Miles Morales Black History Month variant is seeing a little movement on the secondary market. So you guys get out there, grab your book, enjoy it. Number 9 on the list. This book is published by Marvel, and this is the other book that I was talking about that wasn't doing so well on release date. And that is Star Wars Darth Vader, issue 20. And I'm talking about that Chris Sprouse Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary variant with Mando and Grogu on the cover. I'm being told that a lot of copies were damaged. I'm being told that some shops didn't receive their copies of this book. I don't know. There are many factors concerning this book. But at the end of the day, it still continues to trend downward. It was released on February 9th, 2022. Last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy was on February 13th, 2022, which was for $19.99. This book still continues to trend downward at 5.94%. And the average sale for a raw copy of this book is $18.76. Now, although there is a lot of love for these characters, this book is still not doing as well as I thought it would do. I don't know what any of you guys thought about it, but I thought this book would just shoot to the moon. I thought this book would at least, do good numbers on the secondary market, and it would show that it's capable of sustaining. It has that staying power that we all need when it comes to trying to make a profit or holding, so we don't know just yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to watch this book in itself and see where it goes. And there is a second print coming, so be on the lookout for that. All right. So there's been 199 copies of this book sold so far. And the average sale for a raw copy in this book was $167.50. And that was back in February 9th, 2022. Wow. $167.50. Okay. I'm not mad, right? FOMO is real. So keep your eye on this book and let's see what it does. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dive into all this Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I got some books that I would love for you guys to go out and take a peek at because that's what I'm going to be doing. Please choose carefully. Don't make any rash decisions. And just know to have fun. All right? So this book, published by Marvel, it's Doctor Strange, issue number 183. It was released on November 10th, 1969, and it is the first Defenders, or in other words, it's the first appearance of Defender Strange. When, as you see on the trailer, how they're naming each Strange from each different universe, all the different variances of Strange. So this is the Defender Strange. And the last recorded sale for this book was on January 29th, 2022, where it sold for $29.95. It is currently trending downward, right? So it's a good time to strike. Strike while the iron's cold. This book is currently trending downward at 7.29%. The last graded sell, well, the average graded sell for this book for 9.4 is $160, right? And the average sell for a raw copy in this book is $33.38. There has been 173 raw copies sold and 15 graded copies sold, which gives us a total of 188 copies that have been sold in this book so far. The highest known sell for a graded copy of this book in a 9.8 is $900, and that was back in August 2nd, 2018, all right? And the fair market value has this book resting at $160 MCG, most common grade. So if you're out there on the hunt, definitely keep your eye out for Doctor Strange, issue number 183, First Defenders, all right? A lot of stuff that has been going on. A lot of stuff was going on in that trailer. So I'm trying to bring it all together. I apologize if I miss some things. If I do, don't worry. I'm going to go back and pick that video back. I'm going to go back and pick it apart again. So don't worry. We're going to keep this good information flowing. All right? I'm going to try to give you the best information I can in such a short period of time. All right? The next book we want to talk about, and it's an obvious book, right? Coming in at number 7, we want to talk about Vengeance, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of America Chavez. Yes. I think she's gonna do well in the movie also. It was released on July 6, 2011. Last recorded sell for a graded 9.8 in this book was for $1,224, and that was back in February 6, 2022. It's currently trending down at 0.58%. So it's a good opportunity to get your hands on this first appearance of America Chavez. While her numbers are slightly down, I'm pretty sure that they will go up real soon, all right? So the average sell for a graded CGC 9.8 is $1,285, while the average sell for a raw copy in this book is fluctuating between $250 and $300, which is not bad. Not a bad buy-in on this book. There has been 618 raw copies sold so far, and there has been 258 graded copies sold in this book, which gives us a total of 876 copies of this book that has sold so far. The highest known sale for a CGC 9.8 in this book was back in April 28th, 2021, when it sold for a whopping $1,999.99. Yes. Fair market value has this book resting at $1,285 for a 9.8, which is the most common grade in this book. Absolutely. A lot of hype centered around this trailer dropping last night. There's a lot of hype, and I want everybody to know that these books are going to continue to do numbers. So get in while you can. If you feel the need to just wait and watch a little bit longer, do so. But whatever you do it carefully, do it wisely. Be smart. All right? The next book, coming in at number 6, this is Prince Namor the Sub-Mariner, issue number 13. The key factor is it is the only appearance of Gargantos, the first and only appearance of Gargantos. It was released on May 1st, 1969. Last recorded sale in a raw copy of this book was on January 30th, 2022, where it priced at $29.99. This book is currently trending upward at 1.78%. So we're seeing some gains in this book. Slight, small, gradual, but yes, definitely trending upward. Average sale for a graded copy in a CGC 9.4 in this book is $199. The average sale for a raw copy in this book is $46.32. There has been 15 graded copies that have sold so far, and there has been 300 raw copies that have changed hands so far, which gives us a total of 315 copies of this book that have changed hands on the secondary market. The highest known sale for a raw copy of this book was back in May 9th, 2020, when it sold for $455. And the fair market value of this book is not yet been stated. So $450 for a high grade, and that sold back May 9th, 2020. And that's not bad. All right, considering where we are today and with this little bit of spec, there is some push behind this book, so you can get this book for fairly a little bit of money, and actually you could possibly make a decent profit on it. All right, we're going to keep moving, ladies and gentlemen. We are at number 5. And you know, we're at the halfway mark. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stop for a second. I'm going to have me a morning sip. Because this has got to be one of the fastest videos I have done so far. All right? But listen, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by, checking out the channel. Thank you very much, because I know that I could not do these videos without you guys' support. So I really appreciate you. And if this is your first time ever seeing us, stopping by, checking out Keeping It Comics, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to like and share, because that does help the channel out a lot. I really appreciate it. All right? So I know you guys got things to do, so we're going to get back at it. Coming in at number 5, I want to talk to you guys about a book that is also published by Marvel. The title of this book is Doctor Strange, issue number 110. And I think it has something to do with the evil ruler of the dream dimension, right? You hear Doctor Strange in the trailer says, you know, every night I have the same dream, and then I wake up and the nightmare begins. So when he says that, that just makes me think that there's somebody that could possibly be manipulating his dreams. So I'm thinking of it's this dream dimension where tormented humans are brought there when they're asleep, right? So I had to look up Strange Tales issue number 110, and the key factor to this book is it's the first appearance of Doctor Strange. Yes, but also Nightmare. Yes. It was released on April 9th, 1963. The last recorded sale of this book in a graded copy, 4.0, was back in January 31st, 2022, where it sold for $6,600 in a 4.0. I know, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little steep for a movie, for a trailer, right? But at the end of the day, this is Doctor Strange we're talking about. The sorcerer. This is the Sorcerer Supreme. We're talking about the big homie right now. So, yeah, tell me he's definitely worth those chips. All right? It's currently trending upward now at 0.18%. The average sale for a graded CGC 4.0 is $6,600, while the average sale for a raw copy in this book is $1,637. There has been 416 graded copies sold so far, and 146 raw copies of this book that has sold thus far, which gives us a total of 562 copies that have changed hands on the secondary market. And the highest known sale for a 9.6 CGC has been $66,000. Yes. Wow. And that was back in December 5th, 2014. Fair market value has this book resting at $6,600 and a 4.0, which is the most common grade in this book, MCG. All right? So keep your eye out for that book. There's got to be something up with the nightmare. All right? Coming in at number 4. This book also was published by Marvel. The title is X-Men, issue number 1. It is the first appearance of Jean Grey, Cyclops, and a bunch of other X-Men. But most importantly, pertaining to this video, we are talking about Professor Xavier. Absolutely. Shall we tell him the truth? Yo, this video, that trailer has my mind just throbbing. I don't know. What are they trying to tell us? They're trying to throw us off. They don't want us, they don't want to tell us who the big bad guy is. They're trying to make us think like it's all these other, and it's just so much going on, man. It says it was released on July 2nd, 1963. The last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy was on February 11th, 2022, where it sold for $12,999.99. That's a lot of peanuts. It's currently trending up right now at 1.18%. And that's a good trend to see. It's good that you can see a book of this magnitude continue to rise in sales. That's a beautiful thing. The average sale for a graded 4.0 in this book is $15,000, while the average sale for a raw copy is about $6,268. There has been 741 graded copies sold in this book so far, while there's been 139 raw copies of this book that have sold, which gives us a total of 880 copies of this book that have changed hands on the secondary market. This book is definitely moving on the secondary market. It has definitely caught legs, and it is definitely doing some moving. All right. The highest known sale for a graded 9.4 in this book sold back in March 2018 for a whopping $153,134. Yes, absolutely. Big business. Fair market value has this book resting at $15,000 for a 4.0 MCG, most common grade. All right? The X-Men, issue number 1. The X-Men are coming to the MCU, people. Pay attention. It's about to go down. Yes. Can you believe it? Oh, man. I'm losing my mind. All right, guys. At number 3, published by Marvel, we have The Superior Iron Man, issue number 1. It was released on November 12th, 2014. Last recorded sale in a raw copy of this book was on February 9th, 2022, where it sold for a very simple $2.40, ladies and gentlemen. This book is neither up or down right now, but with all that hype behind the trailer last night, there's a strong possibility that we will see Superior Iron Man, and they're saying that he may be played by none other than Tom Cruise. Who would have thunk it? Who knew, right? But listen, you never know. So it's better to get ahead than be behind. All right? So this book also is neither trending up or down. Still too early, right? But the average sale for a graded copy in a 9.8 of this book, was $35.72, right? While the average sale for a raw copy in this book is that nice, easy $2.40. There's been 3 graded copies sold so far, and there's been 217 raw copies sold so far, which gives us a total of 220 copies of this book that have changed hands. The highest known sale for a raw book is $219, and that was back in April 17th, 2019. So for those of you who are fans of The Superior Iron Man, definitely, this book could be one for you. It could definitely be one for you. I'm going to definitely try to land me a copy. I mean, at a $2.40 price point buy-in, $35 for a CGC 9.8, man, I'm trying to get one of those. And it's not a bad cover. It's a beautiful cover. All right. Here we go. Coming in at number 2. This book was published by Marvel. And it is The Avengers, issue number 186. And the key factor to this book is it is the first appearance of the Other, as Shaitan, I call her. Shaitan. C-H-T-O-N. Shaitan. Right? It was first released on April 1st, 1979. And the reason I put this book on the list is because Wanda's dealing with some emotional stuff. And Doctor Strange is asking for her help. But we know that mostly what Wanda did in WandaVision had to do with her wielding that black magic, right? That dark magic. So we are going to see some things that I think may play out on the big screen that came from Avengers 186. So that's my reason for putting this on the list. All right. And I just want everybody to know that that's my disclaimer. So the last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy was back in January 25th, 2022, with a price sold for $44.99. This book is currently trending upward at 0.62%. The average sale for a graded CGC 9.6 of this book is $384. Okay? And the average sale for a raw copy in this book is $31.70. There has been 447 graded copies sold so far, while there has been 18 raw copies that have changed hands thus far, which gives us a total of 465 copies of this book that have changed hands on the secondary market. The highest known sale for a CGC 9.4 is $846, and that was back in March 7th, 2021. And fair market value has this book resting at $384.96 MCG. All right? The Avengers, issue number 186. Now, we finally made it, ladies and gentlemen, at number 1 on the list. This book was published by Marvel. The title of this book, wait for it, is The New Avengers, issue number 7, first appearance of the Illuminati. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. First appearance of the Illuminati. It was released on July 1st, 2005. Last recorded sale for this book in a raw copy was February 10th, 2022, where it sold for $25. This book is currently trending up at 0.68%. The average sale for a graded 9.8 is $270. The average sale for a raw copy of this book is $28.76. There has been 172 graded copies that have sold, while there has been 1,034 raw copies that have changed hands, which gives us a total of 1,206 copies of this book that have sold on the secondary market. The highest known sale for this book in the CGC 9.8 sold for $300 back in January 2nd, 2022. And the fair market value for this book is resting at $270 for a 9.8, which is the most common grade, MCG. All right? So listen, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your 10 books. I have given you your list. You have your assignment. Get out there on the hunt. Find your treasures. But most importantly, have fun. Be careful. Be smart. But have fun. All right? Let me get out of here. So you guys know what I always say. Don't hate. Congratulate. Show some love. Because that don't cost you nothing. Appreciate. But no matter what you do, ladies and gentlemen, when you see me, always keep it comics. I'll see you guys next video.